Okay, finally we're here. Well, good to see everybody. We made it. Yeah, beautiful morning. We did make it. Finally, we're doing okay. Basically, there was what we would call a cellular data dead zone on the south side of the airport, and we made a few attempts actually to get the show going, and it just wouldn't start. So I had to pack up all the gear, move everything to the north side, and get reestablished over here. So hence our delay today. Yeah, it's just kind of how we roll. It can happen here at Vancouver. We get these cellular dead zones at the airport, and they happen. They just definitely happen from time to time, and they're highly frustrating when they do happen. And we just have to work our way around it and manage it as best we can. It's often location based. We've had them everywhere, really. And the airport is not the best data cellular zone in the city of Vancouver. So at least we are up and running for now. And like to welcome everybody to the show. Paula, Gary, Lee, Murray, One Av Geek Girl, Andrew, good to see you regulars here. Jay Damara, thank you so much. Yeah, beautiful day actually. Beautiful day here in Vancouver. What is it? It's about 23 degrees Celsius. Something like, well, it's probably high teens. It's very warm actually, and we're gonna have, apparently it could be record breaking today. This is the hottest day in our present stretch. So hopefully the weather will continue. So good weather here in Vancouver, crystal clear, and I'm out at the airport. I'm at the north side, our usual spot on the north side actually. So I'm just going to bring on the radio here. Hello, Murray. Nice to see you and fellow Av geeks. And do apologize. Hello, the window seat. Nice to see you, window seat. We've got of course, a continuation of our north side operations with the takeoffs on the north side. I'm going to just give me a second here, folks, because I just want to I want to share the show with my social media. That'll just take me just a second here. Yeah, that'll just take me 1 second to post it into my Facebook. So, yes, I am now live at YVR. Which is excellent. So, just give me 1 second. I'm just going to also post it into my LinkedIn. Get it shared over there.
093 ground cross runway 26 left, taxi.
And yeah, at least we are gonna have a look at our data rate. Our data rate is actually okay. You know what? It's not. It's up and down like a yo-yo, but at this particular moment, we're at 5,000 kilobits per second. We were as low as 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. So yeah, not too bad actually. And hopefully that will definitely continue. Lee Davies, thank you so much, Lee. Very much appreciate your support there. Lee has very generously donated 1 JetFlix membership. Very kind of you, Lee, and that was picked up by Carl. So thank you so much, Lee, for that. Really appreciate that. That's super kind of you. As I say, we're on runway 26 left for departures here today at Vancouver International, and they're doing the landings on the south side. So the reason for this setup is basically there's some form of runway construction going on here, and it's probably going to last for a couple months, I would say, and then they'll go back to normal.
Hold on the cabin. They said there'll be another minute or two. Air Canada 1's right there, roger, advisory.
Hang on a second.
Echo 2, the apron, the biz jet will give way to you. Delta Echo, give way to company, the other plane give way to us. Skybiz 093, opposite direction 37 is going to turn at Echo, give way to them, taxi Juliet Charlie.
Okay, apparently the date that I have in the video live stream title is incorrect. I'll have to change that when I get back home, so just so everybody's aware. I changed the date to the correct date in my update, my message, my post, but in my rush this morning I did not change the date in the actual video title. So once our live stream today is in the books, I'll just go in and edit that. But for those of you that are here, just wanted to point that out and let you guys know. So.
Taxi 2, Mike and Mike 9.
Okay.
Mike 9. And maneuvering into 15. Push back at your discretion.
Okay, we got an aircraft turning onto the active. Our first departure. A couple airplanes turning.
Aircan 210 tower, you ready?
Right
Mike
there.
7's available, 9,000.
Right there.
Yes, I'll push to 13. The Air North 37 is disconnected. Roger.
Guess they're just waiting for something to happen here. As I say, I'm just doing a few little updates here. And as I say, I'm just posting today's show into my social media just to kind of get the word out, folks, that we are in fact live. Maybe it might bring some extra traffic to the show, which is always nice, of course, when we have more eyeballs here watching with us.
Air 509, ground runway 26 right, altimeter 3007, taxi via Golf, Hotel Juliet, hold short of Juliet Charlie.
Okay, I think we're all good. Pretty good, so we're still waiting actually. There's some kind of hold. Actually, there we go. That's it. Our first departure of the show. Okay, hello Gary, nice to see you, and Blick Fang, 259, Miami Migo. Michael Walker, welcome to the show, and Tony Rivers. Good to see you guys, Carl. Okay, our first departure. Thank goodness. Not bad. Decent climb out, gear retraction, nice and smooth. Lift those cargo door, there we go. Excellent, beautiful.
Cabin 093, ground, taxi Juliet, Mike and Mike 9.
Paul Marriott, congratulations, Paul. Appreciate your support for the past 11 months. Always a pleasure to have you here in our show. Paul says, hi Henry, mods, and everyone from me in Thailand. Hope you're having an awesome, evening in Thailand. Weather, of course, I'm sure is nice. Our next departure, A321. Air speed's alive. Quite cool, very cool. She's heavy. She's definitely heavy there. Bit of a late rotation. Styling though, just beautiful styling. Beauty departure. Yeah, that's what we like. That is what we like. Beautiful departures, excellent rotations, great way to spend the morning. What have we got here? Looks like BizJet coming out, and Air North must have arrived there. I guess they're coming out. Air North's coming out. 737 without winglets. Always a great pleasure to see in this day and age. Glade, I hope you're doing well. And Becky, good to see you. Paul. Nice. BizJet. Falcon 50, Canadian Reggie. All the when I was over on the south side today, I noticed even the light aircraft in the Pacific Coastal, they were taxiing over here. So long taxis from the south side for sure. Oh, we got our Metro. We got our Metro climbing out here. Carson Air, I think. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of missed that. Let that get away. But at least we got it. We had a glimpse of it, so that was nice. Here's our Canadian North. Focus. There we go. So hey, just to let everybody know, we've done some upgrades here to try and make our signal a little bit more stable when we do the live stream. We've purchased a new cable, brand new 4K cable to connect our computer or our streaming deck to the camera here out at the airport. So we got that new cable, and we got a new remote control. So you might notice my panning is a little bit more fluid than it was over the last few weeks, where I was using the manual zoom on the camera. So it's okay. I mean, I don't mind using the manual, but obviously the remote just makes things a bit easier for us. Here's our next departure, right there. We'll see what it is. It's going to Toronto. It's WestJet 708. WestJet 708, ready to rock and roll. And get a move on to Toronto. We're going to be rolling here in just a second.
Just 317 ground runway 26 right, altimeter 3007, taxi via Lima, Juliet, hold short of Juliet, Charlie.
Okay, I think they're moving. They are moving. We'll zoom in a bit more there.
093, they're at Mike 9, line up runway 26 right.
There they are. Airspeed's alive. Go a bit more. Airspeed's building. Just about ready to get to V1 here. That's really nice looking in my view. Beautiful rotation. Beautiful. Nice. Next stop, the Big Smoke. Toronto. Okay. Back down to terra firma. We've got a number of airplanes taxiing out here. Here's our arrival. Heavy arrival. 7-8. Probably making their way into the horseshoe. That's my guess. And we've got, on the departure side here, we've got a Embraer 195 Porter. So, he's talking about this. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's busy. It's busy at the airfield, of course, here on the north side. It's a lot busier here than on the south side. Let's see, I think this is a departure. They're going to make a turn. Got a bizjet here on the roll. Falcon 50 takeoff. Decent climb out. Gear up. Okay. At least we got a peekaboo of that. And our WestJet. Yeah, WestJet's heading out here. And our next. Okay, we got a departure. We got a lineup of departures actually here. Our next departure is Air North heading to Kelowna. 737-400 without the winglets, which is nice.
Order 304 monitor, Tower 1955. Order 304 to 1955 ready. Order 304 Tower, thanks. Mike 9, line up for 265.
Air North is rolling. Classic Boeing. Again, so nice to see these vintage jets.
Good morning,
Air India requesting push and start. Good action. Good action. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that nice? Nose work. Oh, that's really special. Yeah, so Air India just called in for a push and start. The boys from Delhi are gonna get going. So WestJet is, I did see a WestJet. Yeah, the WestJet's a little bit further down. Here's our Air India. Beacon is on, and they are moving off the gate. The journey to Delhi has started. Yes, Godspeed Air North, absolutely. Sorry about the ads, Matt.
Aircraft 303, heavy ground taxi via Victor Kilo, hold short, Juliet. Victor Kilo, short, Juliet, Canada. That's 151, how long will it be?
It'll be nice to see Air India rotate right here in front of us. That'll be classic. We got Porter. We've got Porter actually about to commence their takeoff roll. So we'll just move the camera around to catch Porter as they get going. You can hear those engines coming up to max power. And they're rolling.
6 right with the speed restriction cancel.
Quite nice.
Bravo, India Delta ground, heavy off the left, we have Kilo waiting for you, taxi to Juliet, Mike and Mike. Mike 9.
Which we understand will last for a few months. So, hello John Bowden and Nada A. Okay, Nada says that airspace closure, I guess due to the Kashmir situation, India and Pakistan having some form of, hopefully soon to be resolved political difficulties, but yeah, so he pointed out that there was an airspace closure due to that. Air India had to stop over in Vienna. So it's a bit of an ongoing situation. Hopefully it can meet with a resolution one of these years. Q400 getting airborne. Decent climate on the dash. Excellent. Another WestJet taxiing out. It's a WestJet morning.
So, Foxtrot for X-ray ground. Unfortunately for your destination, it's just going to have to be off the north runway. Runway 26
They're going to disconnect Air India there. And our next departure is, what is that? It looks like a Boeing. Yeah, it's heading to Puerto Vallarta. It's WestJet 2152.
2152, departure in the air from Mike 9, clear for takeoff, runway 26 right. Mike 9, clear takeoff, 26 right, departure in the air. Good morning, WestJet 2152.
That's it. WestJet cleared for takeoff, 2152 to Mexico. Beautiful Mexico, right there. Heading to Puerto Vallarta. It's flight 2152. On the roll. Q400 there in the background. Can you hear the birds? Chirping away. Pull back just a tad. She's heavy. Yeah, well, not bad. Pretty cool. Got a 5-hour flight down to Puerto Vallarta today. Something like that. Q400 turning on to the active right now. And we've got...
That's 317, calling departure in the air from Mike 9 clear for takeoff, runway 26 right. Clear takeoff, 26 right, Jazz 317.
Jazz, cleared for takeoff.
Heavy ground, runway 26 right, altimeter 3007, taxi by Juliet Alpha, hold short Juliet. Juliet Alpha, hold short Juliet, and QNH 3007, runway 26 right, Air India.
There we go. Air India's got their instructions. And here's our Jazz. Right there. It's cleared. And now rolling.
Ground, west 115, Roger.
Bad. Not too bad. Too bad. And Air India just about ready to taxi. Oh, they are taxiing actually. We know the procedure. They have to go to the intersection about 300 meters from where they are, make a 180. So we know they're going to do that. Hi, Clay. Nice to see you. And yeah, Lee, good to see you. Lee Bracewell, welcome to the show. And JD. JD says it's 14 hours from Vancouver to Delhi. Non-stop. Absolutely long flight. It's kind of like a Vancouver-Brisbane situation. Air India, a lot on the radio there.
Good afternoon, Canada 107 heavy on runway 31. Air Canada 107 heavy ground taxi.
Okay, we got a roller here. We got a roller.
Victor Hold Short Hotel, Canada 127. Ground West 108, push start. West 10 ground pushback, your discretion, there is one dash 8 behind you moving to the south reads and companies waiting through at 14. Your discretion.
Okay, there's India about to make the turn. We know they were. We know they were. Okay, Lee's son is also Henry. Nice to see you here, Henry. Henry, I hope you're doing well. Always nice to meet another Henry on our show especially. But yeah, Henry's a rare name. I don't get to meet many Henrys, but yes, definitely get to say to you, Henry, here on the show. So that's a special treat. And thanks for watching, Henry, with your dad. And I hope you are enjoying the show, and I hope you have a very, very nice evening. I'll guess that your middle name is not the same as mine. My middle name is Morton. If your first name is Henry and your last name is Morton, your middle name is Morton, that will be quite funny. So I wonder if you're a Henry Morton. That would be quite funny. Wow. Well, I'd like to thank Andrew Baird has gifted 1, 2, 3 memberships Thank you so much for that support, Andrew. Very much appreciate it. And I'd like to congratulate Lee Bracewell for picking up one of those. And I'd like to congratulate Lee Davies, and I'd also like to congratulate Fang. So congratulations to the winners, and thank you so much, Andrew, for picking those up. That's awesome.
10 o'clock is an Air Canada Heavy. They'll be entering the apron. Julie Charlie, give way to them. Cross the JetFlix. By Juliet, Mike 9.
Busy. Yeah, thank you, Andrew.
Area 186, taxi Mike.
What's happening down here?
Mike 9, native 186.
Here, another Air Canada. Looks like it's coming out of the U.S. gate area, I think. Let's see here. I'm just going to try and figure out where this aircraft is going. Los Angeles. Air Canada 554 to LAX, actually, is what we've got here in the center camera. Kind of neat. Yeah, that's LAX. I mean, if it's a nice day here in Vancouver, can you imagine? It's a lovely day down in Los Angeles today. It's gotta be. The new Alaska Disney livery. I don't recall seeing it, Andrew. I don't recall seeing it here. I'd like to see it. It's certainly welcome on our show. Sounds nice. Little Henry is bouncing around the kitchen, shouting hello to everybody. Terrific! Well, hopefully you'll grow up to be a dedicated aviation fan, just like your dad.
Air Canada 554, Derek, contact departure in the air from Mike 9, clear for takeoff, runway 26.
Okay, this is the LA flight. We're about ready to turn on to the active for us. I like you guys are using the some of the special emojis on our for our premium members. I like, good to see them. I see Lee has used the JF logo, very nice. And Paul has used the Air Canada. Yeah, nice to see you guys using those. Okay, this is Air Canada's Los Angeles.
Air Indy 186 Heavy, Terra at Mike 9, line up runway 26 right. Line up 26 right, Mike 9, native 186 Heavy.
Air Indy is cleared to line up after the Air Canada, of course, vacates that location. Jeff in Mass is joining us from Boston. Hello, Jeff. Nice to see you. Okay, not too much of a delay there. Rolling. Well, we're going to wish our moderator, Kirsten, good health and speedy recovery. She's recovering from a bit of a back injury, and we just hope she'll feel better soon. Okay, the battery needs to be changed. It went from 30 right down to 0. So we're going to do a battery change right now. We're going to do the battery change right now. It was quite dramatic, actually. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll be back in just a second. Thank goodness. So, Air India is on the active.
Mike and Papa to the
Air India is on the active.
Mike and Papa to the
There they go. Good timing on the battery change, actually. Good timing on the battery change. A lot of dust and dirt, debris being blown up there. Blowing up from the surface of the runway.
That's your Roger, behind United, Mike 9.
Great takeoff. Great takeoff with Air India there.
That's good 528 300 ground. Proceed, Victor, Mike, and hold circle in.
Very nice. Very nice. WestJet making its way. And down at the business end of the runway, you got a Q400. Thank you very much, Aiden Ramji. I appreciate your following me on LinkedIn. Thank you so much. Appreciate your kind comments. Okay, well, we'll move the camera down to Q400, but I'm just going to level the camera just a tad. We're just a tad out of kilter here. Something maybe that's a bit better, I think. Give that a try. Yeah, I think we're a bit more level now. Q400 rolling.
So 343, maintain visual separation of the car, Q400, sonic departure in the air from Mike 76, take off.
Okay. We got something rolling here. It'll Beach 1900. D model, stretched upper deck. Gear up. Gear up nicely. Well, hope you're all doing well. Becky says, you've got some thunder, the Shrewsbury area. Interesting. I know you've had good weather in the UK. You had a hot day. I think it was around the high 20s in the southern part of England, the London area. So you guys have had some nice weather, warmer than here. Absolutely.
Naptech 905, trainer, ground, proceed across, runway 26.
Jeff says, am I going to the Atlanta show? No, Jeff, unfortunately, I don't attend that show. Is that the big Airliners International show? They hold it every year in late June, and that's when my birthday is. And I travel on an annual vacation, and at that time, so I'm never able to attend the Airliners International. It's just not a show that's on my radar anymore, unfortunately. But if they were to move it back to July, where they had it throughout the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and first part of the 2000s, of course, maybe I could consider attending. But I understand there's other considerations as well. So, but no, fortunately, I won't be there. So let's just have a look here. What's going on? Down at the button, we got a Winnipeg departure. It's a WestJet 108. So, there it is, 108.
WestJet 108, tower at Mike 9, line up and wait, runway 26 right, a delay for IFR separation.
Okay, he said line up and wait. I'll tell you why there's a slight delay, because of this little guy. This little Avanti airplane taking off. Strange looking aircraft, isn't it? It's like a Ferrari. It sounds like a Ferrari. It's an Italian airplane, and I guess they designed it to sound like a Ferrari or a Maserati. Yeah, it sounds like an Italian race car. That's funny. The Italian airplanes sound like the high-performance race cars, historic race cars of Italy. This is WestJet 108, turning on to the active, heading to Calgary. They're getting ready to roll, which is always nice.
Tech 905 trainer ground, proceed across runway 31, continue Alpha Romeo to the apron.
Okay, let's rock and roll, guys. Let's get going. Yeah, it's a Piaggio P180 Avanti. Thank you, Hans Olafmore. Thank you for that. Yeah, I love that sound too. One half geek girl. It's a great sound. The race cars buzzing by. I guess when you lived in Italy, in Siena, yeah, there would have been every summer there would have been a race car festival. It's a very Italian thing. Okay, she's rolling. Sorry, a little bit too overambitious on the pan. Trying to keep it as steady as I can. Pull it back just a tad. Sweet. Sweet. That was cool. Very cool departure. Very, very cool departure. Okay, so let's, maybe what we can do is we can do a welcome to the show. We haven't done that yet, so we might as well do it. A chance for me to say hello to everybody. Okay. Okay, here we are. North Side. My name is Henry Tenby. This is, we're live, Vancouver Live, YVR Live show on the JetFlix channel here on YouTube. It is a beautiful May the 1st, 2025 live stream. It's May Day, and we still have a little bit of snow on the mountains. It's probably going to be one of the hottest days of the year, they say. Expected maybe record breaking. We might break some records out in the valley. We'll see if we can get beyond the mid-20s, but certainly here in Vancouver they're calling for 22, 23. We'll see if that can be achieved, but obviously no clouds in sight. We've got a beautiful outflow situation, and it's just nice to be here. I'm glad it's a nice day for us. We just, as a recap, we started our show. We tried to start our show on the south side. I wanted to do something a little different. So I went to the south side setup and tried to start the show twice, and there was a cellular dead zone area over the south side. So we couldn't catch enough Wi-Fi to push the show live to YouTube. So I packed everything up and just drove all our equipment over to the north side, and well, things are a bit better here. So thank goodness for that, and we're gonna enjoy, I hope to be a really, really good show. And I'd like to welcome you all to the show. While I'm here and we've got a little bit of time, I just kind of wanted to show you guys these, our first official JetFlix swag. These are baggage tags, which I had made, classic Canadian airline baggage tags with air-to-air shots. So this is an Air Canada Vanguard. Great to stand out at the airport with your unique Air Canada Vanguard baggage tag. This is Ward Air DC-10. baggage tag. These are made of hard but flexible, high quality plastic. They'll last a long time of being thrashed around the airport as you travel to and fro. So Ward Air DC-10, and we've also got, this is Pacific Western Airlines, Boeing 707-138B. So also a very, very nice one. And you can buy these on my website, henrytenby.com, but also you'll notice our bot is providing the purchase links as well. And if you're watching this video, you'll notice underneath the video, depending on what kind of device you're using to watch it, but I believe if you're not watching it on a phone, our store items are actually listed, our YouTube store items are listed underneath the video screen. And you'll see my book, and you'll see all of these. And they're really quite reasonably priced. You can buy a set of 4. So it's just, I think, what are they, about $4 each for a set of 4 for about $12 or $13. Good deal, right? Check the price of these next time you go into like a Ross or TJ Maxx. That kind of store, and you'll see that $4 a piece is not too bad for a custom classic airline baggage tag. So just thought I'd point this out, and I'll look forward to seeing your order and getting yours mailed to you right away. So thanks for that. What else can I tell you? It's been a good week, actually. The weather's been not too bad here in Vancouver over the past week. We've had very little precipitation, actually. So what else can I tell you? The Convair 580s that work out of Vancouver for Purolator, operated by Kelowna Flightcraft, we think that might be this might be the last summer for them. They've actually got a ATR 42 that they've converted to cargo, and there'll be additional ATR 42s that are being purchased by Kelowna Flightcraft to replace these Convair 580s. And the thinking is that this might be, as I say, our last full year of Convair 580 operations out of Vancouver. So I'm going to do my best to film them over the course of the year and the summer. And I always enjoy chasing down the Convair 580s. So that's a good fun thing as well. So that's what I wanted to tell you. I'm just going to climb back behind the camera now just to make sure everything's ticking along nicely. With our stream, I think it is. Yeah, Lee says, yeah, keep the Convairs. Totally agree. I will miss them very much when they're gone. They've been operating here for, gosh, decades. Decades, since the 80s. Early 80s, I'll say. Early 80s. So it's been a while. Definitely been a while. And Kelowna, of course, is a Convair 580 specialist. So, Andrew says, yeah, he's talking about the baggage tags. They're too nice to use on luggage. Well, don't worry. If they, as I say, they're so high quality, I think they're almost indestructible. So, and I've kept the price pretty low just so that you guys can enjoy them. And if we're successful with these, I'll introduce other airline liveries for the baggage tags as well. I have to think about what airlines, air to air, I would put on the baggage tags. I mean, obviously I'm biased to Canadian content, so that's kind of how I feel. Kind of I'm checking my flight radar, see what's going on here. We do get a few little quiet periods, guys. So, hey Python, welcome to the show, Python. Hope you're doing well. We haven't seen you. I don't think we've seen you. Maybe you've been off for a bit. don't think we saw you last week. But anyhow, hope you're doing well. Nice to see you, Python. And Andrew says his favorite luggage JetFlix luggage tag is the Ward Air. I think I prefer myself. I like the Vanguard. The Air Canada Vanguard would be one of my favorites for sure. If not my sole favorite. Yeah, I think that's going to be the Vanguard for me. We also have the CPR 727 actually, which I didn't bring with me, so I can't really show that to you. But yeah, there's also the CP 727-100. So, but I still think that my favorite baggage tag is Air Canada. 1.5 Geek Girl likes Pacific Western, the 707. Of course, CPR was a Canadian and Vancouver-based airline. So, and great iconic airline, and they were based in the hangar just over to the left. They were based in this hangar over here. I'll show it to you right now. I think you guys know the hangar. This is where CPR's headquarters were. They built that hangar in I believe about 1970, 71. So it's been around for what 50 years, the hangar. And of course, when Air Canada took over CPR, they took over that hangar, and of course now rebranded it as their own. PW was also based here as well. Okay, Air Canada delivery, yeah. Python mentioned Air Canada delivery on approach. So yeah, there. I think that's what you're talking about. The Air Canada signatures there. Landing. Thank you for that, Python. Appreciate when you guys point things out for me, because obviously I don't see everything. I can't keep my eyes everywhere, but with your help, sometimes I can get some extra stuff for us. We got Flare taxing out. Looking quite nice. We'll figure out where that's going to here in just a sec. I'll turn on the radio. And we've got Air Canada as well, pushing back. Dreamliner right in front of us, right there. Yeah.
Good morning, it's Air Canada 105 Heavy with you.
Air Canada 105 Heavy is going to Shanghai.
Air 105 Heavy ground, taxi Lima, cross runway 13, and Victor, hold short hotel. Okay, Lima 2 Lima, cross 13, Victor, short of hotel for Air Canada 105. West 688, contact ground at 12715.
Well, I think we've got the other Air Canada. There's another Air Canada Heavy that they're talking to now. This aircraft's going to this one here right in front of us. That's pushed back. Is Air Canada 025 going to Shanghai? But we have another. We got another aircraft that landed right now, or right over here. And this aircraft just arrived from, I think, Toronto. 105 from Toronto, actually. So yeah, that's inbound from Toronto. Where are we here? Let's have a look at the chat. I've got just a bit behind on my chat. Let's have a look here. Do I have any plans to do a float plane stream? Eventually, Paula, yes, I'll do a float plane stream eventually. maybe in the next little while. Can do that. Maybe next week. We'll have to see. Instead of coming to the airport, maybe I will go to the float base to do a YVR float base scene for us. Always nice to see the action down there. And as we're moving into May now, I think the air traffic will be busier at the float base than it was perhaps last month. More tourists coming, more cruise ship traffic. So it might make sense for us to now think about doing a float base show for us. Yeah, one AvGeek girl pointed out 105 is 025 is PVG. 105 is this one here.
02, hold short of runway 26 left at all times. Check the west side of Charlie, giving way to all aircraft.
Nice looking though. Okay, so our there we go. They're now taxiing. Oh, we got a takeoff as well. That's the float. That's cool. That was a very nice takeoff for us. I quite like that. That was really neat.
Runway 26 right, Tango, hold shoulder Juliet, horizon 2308. No, that didn't make a lot of sense.
Hello? Father Norman. Well, I'm sorry to hear, Father Norman, that you've had a difficult period over the last 6 weeks, but we are very happy to see you, and it's always wonderful to welcome you to our show. Nice to see you very much so. And Matt, welcome. Gary, thank you so very much, Gary. Incredibly generous of you. Gary has donated 5 JetFlix memberships. Wow. So very kind of you, Gary. We very much appreciate that donation. And yeah, mega generous. I'd like to congratulate Esther L., Jespar, Tota, Electric Blues, and Karen Lewis for picking up a gift membership as provided with Gary's generosity. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Gary says it wasn't the AC. Yeah, no, yeah, it's something else. That's right. Okay, we got another takeoff.
Air Canada 24 heavy ground, taxi Victor, taxi Lima cross runway 13 onto Victor and hold short hotel.
United.
Taxi Lima cross 13 Victor short hotel.
Gear up. There we go. He said there's a fox on the runway. United just reported a fox running ahead of us on the runway. I wonder if we can find that fox. He said there's a... Wow. Can we see a fox? He said there's a fox running ahead of us on the runway. I don't quite see it though. Yeah, foxes don't need to have airport passes. Lucky devils. Yeah, buzzsaw, that's right. Coyotes, yeah, exactly.
I can't see the coyote out there, but if you do, let me know. Contact departure airborne from Mike 9, clear takeoff from my 26 right. Mike 9, we'll let you know what's 688.
Yeah,
Caution jet blast behind the Dreamliner, taxiway Tango Mike 9.
The tower also said it's a coyote. One AvGeek girl said it's a coyote. One and the tower as well. Exactly, they're very pesky. And yeah, it must have been running super fast. It was keeping up with a an airliner at speed. Okay. WestJet's on the roll. It's looking good to my eyes. Neat. Okay. And there's a fox or a coyote buzzing about the airfield without an airside pass. Lucky devil. And what have we got down at the business end of the field?
Aircan 1067 ground taxi by Victor Mike Tango to the apron. Victor Mike Tango to the
Okay.
025 heavy tower contact departure to 1,000 feet from Mike 9.
What am I? Oh, I use a Bearcat, a very simple Uniden Bearcat scanner.
No problem. Mike 9 line of weight, runway 26 right. Advise ready.
Bearcat is the world's biggest, or I should say, the Uniden is the world's most acclaimed maker of portable scanners for aviation enthusiasts, and I have the Uniden Bearcat, and the model number is the BC75XLT. Again, it's the BC75XLT scanner. I hope that's useful information for you guys. So this aircraft is what is this? Oh, this is our flight 25, right there. That's 25 heading to Shanghai Pudong Airport. Air Canada Dreamliner. Turning on to the active.
And ground, I guess tower Canada 025 ahead. We're ready in the back. Do you want us to remain on 12715 with you?
Just, you know what? Air Canada 025, contact departure airborne from Mike 9, clear takeoff from runway 26 right.
That's him.
Okay, so Mike 9, clear takeoff at 26 right, contact departure in the Air Canada 025 heavy.
That's them. Cleared for takeoff, 025. You just heard the pilot on the readback.
3691, gate 86, ready to push.
Good stuff, good action. Great action, actually. Jeff and Matt says I use the radio, Radio Shack. Oh yeah, buzzsaw.
Yeah, Mike 9, line up on 26 right for horizon 23 right. Anderson 75 ground, runway 26 right, altimeter 3006, give way to the citation medevac on Alpha. Behind them, taxi Alpha, and hold short from runway 31.
Nice. Next stop is Shanghai, China. Neat. Very, very cool. Nice wing flex. And we've got what's next on our agenda. We've got
1067 ground, hold short Tango.
Alaska heading to Seattle, turning onto the active right now. Baby Embraer. That's it. Oh, did I see a big bird? I think I did. I think I saw big bird buzzing about. Might have been a crow. Yeah, this is flight 2308, operated by Horizon Air, heading down to SeaTac Airport. Your airport, Python, that's right. Lee says, do you get Junyao? No, I shouldn't say no. I have not seen Junyao at Vancouver. Do we get them? Maybe we do occasionally, and I haven't seen them. So I do not think they are scheduled at this time, but they may have been in the past, but I've never seen them. So that's the best I can answer that question, Lee. Good question about repainting the airplanes. I think it's going to be at least another 5 years because they don't paint the aircraft unless they actually need a heavy inspection, and they have to get into it.
Tango, and then just hold the being gate 79. There'll be a WestJet 37. They're going on to the east bypass line. Okay, reference the.
I think it costs so much to paint these aircraft. They just, even though they've changed their color scheme, they leave it until they absolutely have to. So it's probably at least 5 years out. I think.
The Mac is going to enter at Tango and then hold the mid gate 79. Give way to them. Proceed via Juliet Alpha. Hold short Juliet.
Well, we're waiting patiently.
2308. Contact departure through 1,000 feet from Mike 9. Clear takeoff from Mike 26 right. Departure 1 airborne and clear for takeoff. Flight 2308.
That's him. On the
that was 3691.
good read back.
We got Golf. That was 3691. Grab on my 26 right. The altimeter 3006. Suggest
there she goes.
Bypass line. Taxi Tango Mike 9. Right east bypass runway 26 right.
Rolling.
Tango Mike 9. Skywest 3691. Okay, 1067. Momentarily, you should see a Delta colored Embraer exit the alleyway. Reference them. Maneuvering at your discretion. Roger, reference the Delta outbound and your discretion.
That was nice. In 25 minutes, they will be in Seattle. How convenient. It's much quicker than driving on the I-5, I can tell you that. Definitely. Definitely. It's about a 2.5-hour drive, best case scenario, driving from Vancouver. So, I've done it a few times. I'd like to welcome you to the show, John Arwed Richer, from joining us from Germany. I hope you're doing well, John Arwed. Hope all is well. And thanks for tuning in with us. Nice to see you. We are live at Vancouver International Airport, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So, nice to be here with you guys. Always nice to be here. Lander on the other side. It's a Porter Embraer. Behind the hangar, and another glimpse before it touches down. So, all good stuff. All good stuff. So you know what? I think I'm going to give you guys a little tour of my book. Why not? It's always good to do. So, ta-da! Hang on, I'm just going to grab something. I'm going to grab something to show you guys. Well, this masterpiece is my book. It's called From Lodestars to Jets. It's actually the memoirs of a very early Trans-Canada Airlines. Let's turn off the radio here. It's the memoirs of a very early days employee of Trans-Canada Airlines. His name was Clayton Glenn, and he was actually involved with the purchase and analysis of all the great airliners that TCA operated basically between the end of World War II and the 1970s. And this period covers the period of 1942 to 1964. So all the great airliners like the Connie, Viscount, Vanguard, DC-8, DC-9, they're in here. But also this book features about 500 photos, many of which are in color, and most of which have never before been published. So this book is 300 pages, and it's high quality print. I'll try to hold the book so you guys can see it without something. I'll try to do my best. There we go. If I hold it on my shoulder, there you go. Just gives you a bit of a tour of the book. But yeah, it's loaded with pictures of all the great airliners, Connies, you name it. It's all in here. North Star, DC-3. It is the history. I will call it as the most comprehensive history of Trans-Canada Airlines ever published, and very limited production. Only 300 of these were printed for the North American market. And I should point out, I'm down to my last sub 40. So I just cracked open box number 4, and I've started selling from that. There's 10 per box. So I have now a bit less than 40 of these left. And once they're sold out here in North America, they're sold out forever. I will never reprint the book again. So if you're interested in Trans-Canada Airlines, Air Canada, this book will provide you with many hours of wonderful reading about the history of the great company. So if you're interested in the book, you can purchase the book on my website. Also in the store link underneath this video screen, you'll see the book is listed there as well. You can just click on the link and make the purchase. And we do have very reasonable shipping here in Canada and within the United States. Overseas shipping is quite expensive, unfortunately. That's just how it is. But if you're interested in the book, I do encourage you to reserve your copy, because once they're gone forever. So, now that we've got that business out of the way, thank you guys for your patience. We have a departure, believe it or not. There it is. There it is. It's an Embraer, I think. Baby Embraer. Yeah, Delta. Perfect timing for the book promo. Perfect timing. Yeah, I should point out, I am an aviation, how do I describe, I'm a self-employed aviation entrepreneur, and my businesses are all related to things to do with the aviation passion and aviation hobby. So book publishing is something that's very near and dear to my heart. The book I just showed you was my, my 4th book. And of course I have many more books in the pipeline that I'll be producing in the future. Of course, even volume number 2 of the Air Canada book. That'll be coming. Some of you may know me from my very well-received Air Travel Time Machine book. That will also be complemented with a volume number 2. So I've got my air-to-air book, and there's my aircraft display model collector, investor, and appraisal guide as well. So yeah, aviation book publishing is something that keeps me very busy. It's a business I've been in since 2006. I think that's when I published the air-to-air book. So yeah, it's coming up on 20 years. And of course, I also operate AirlineSlides.com, which is the world's largest aircraft slide auction website. It was also the first of its kind when it launched in 1999, and that is my flagship business, AirlineSlides.com. We feature over a couple 100,000 listings at any given time on the website, and we also have the website is split between auctions and buy now, so you can purchase slides at fixed price and or purchased slides from the auction as well. And I think we have about 10,000 auctions a month running. So it's quite a busy website, keeps me quite busy, keeps me on my toes. And I also operate JetFlix.tv, which is the world's only fully dedicated aviation streaming service. We have over 1,000 classic aviation, classic airline videos on JetFlix TV. And it is a streaming service, just like all your other, big brand name streaming services, but it's not Hollywood movies, it's just classic airline content. And here on YouTube, which is what you're watching now, this is the JetFlix channel on YouTube. So we use this channel as a promotional link over to the streaming site. We upload content to our channel here on JetFlix to essentially generate interest, conversation, and raise awareness for our streaming service, JetFlix TV. Oh, this little guy, where's this aircraft going? Let's see if I can figure it out. It's a BizJet. It's a Challenger, but unfortunately I can't see on my flight radar where the aircraft is actually going to. But we'll be able to watch it take off. Yeah, so if you're interested in checking out my JetFlix on-demand streaming service, the website is www.jetflix.tv. And just because you're watching right now, I have a promo for you. If you sign up with any account, use the promo code VIP, like very important person. Promo code VIP, and that is going to lock in a lifetime savings for you on our regular prices. So just because you're watching, again, promo code VIP. You guys are all VIPs. So if you are looking for classic airline content that is exclusive, meaning you won't find it on YouTube or anywhere else, then JetFlix TV is for you. And don't forget to use the promo code VIP. You can join for a month, 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever you like. Guys, get my house in order. Venkman, welcome to the show. Nice to see you, Venkman. Always nice to see you, Venkman. That's awesome. Good morning. Barely made it, but better late than never. Oh, yes. So JAL is coming. Okay, so JAL is landing. Let's have a look at the flight radar. Thank you, Paula. Not sure if we'll be able to get a glimpse of JAL. On the other side, we've got an Air Canada in from Mexico City. I can see that. And I don't know, when JAL gets a bit closer, maybe we can grab a view of it as it lands. We'll see. Obviously, we'll get it on the rollout. Oh, actually, I just found it on the map, and it's right here, kind of pointed nose at us. JAL is right there. They have landed. They're in the house. Too bad they don't run the 767s, but that's okay. That is totally okay. We've got something interesting down at the button end of the runway, actually, so I think it's going to take priority. This is strange looking.
Yes, 272 tower, set speed restriction is canceled. Like 7 line of point.
Sun Country.
Line of way 26 right speed cancel tower 273.
This is Sun Country.
All 5 Sunny 18.
Rolling Thunder. Nice early rotation too. Nice movement for us. Very neat. Okay. Where was our jowl? They haven't moved a muscle. They haven't moved a muscle. They're still making their way very leisurely, I'll say. That's all good. That's all good. Thank you, John Arwood, on the information on the Sun Country 800 that you posted into the chat. Definitely appreciate that. Jazz cleared to take off. Going to Kelowna. They're going to Kelowna. We'll get the takeoff. That's okay. No panic. No panic. It's right there. Heading to Kelowna.
Air Canada 997, contact ground 12715. 12715, Air Canada 997.
It'll leap into the air about now. That's it. A little bit of wing rock. And back to jowl. Back to jowl. Lots of heavies. We got JAL making the turn, and we got an Air Canada as well. Air Canada is going to Hong Kong. This is Air Canada Flight 7 to Hong Kong. Father Norman, thank you so very much, Father Norman, for that very kind and generous donation. Father Norman has donated a JetFlix membership that was picked up with congratulations to Greg Hubers. So thank you so much, Father Norman, and congratulations, Greg, on picking up your JetFlix Premium membership. That gives you, of course, access to the exclusive emojis for our chat. It also gives you exclusive access to our premium content here on the channel. By the way, our latest premium content is the Air Canada 19, the vintage, I think it's part 2 of the commercials there from the 60s. So you might want to check that out. It's got an Air Canada DC-850 air-to-air as the thumbnail. So that is exclusive content that you can enjoy.
Russia 1774 ground, we were just doing a controller change there. There's traffic coming in at Papa Heavy for 70.
The battery's at 53%.
Push back at your discretion. Okay, check traffic on Papa, push and start at discretion, Russia 1774.
Busy radios. That's funny, yeah. That's funny, yeah. One AvGeek girl points something out. There is some very funky music on these Air Canada commercials from the late 60s. Very groovy and funky. Like, you just can't help but dance to it. So on the premium video that I just uploaded, you'll see me just you can't help but not dance to the music. So it is very good music. I mean, you know, I have to say, Air Canada's commercials, TV commercials from the 60s, they're better than any airline's commercials in the 2020s. Hands down. hands down, guys. Whoever was their creative content provider in the 60s, these guys were in a different universe compared to what's being churned out today. You just have to watch the commercials. They're way, way, way better than any airline stuff from today. You know, social media stuff from 2020s is garbage with a capital G compared to what Air Canada was cranking out in the 60s. You just have to, yeah, they didn't have the technology that we have now. We can't, you know, AI and all that other nonsense. No, they didn't have that. But what they produced was quality. It was definitely quality. The music was way better. And it was just very well produced. This is my personal opinion. You may disagree with me, of course, but in my opinion, Air Canada's commercials of the late 1960s, they're fantastic. This should be nice. This should be a good one. Next stop, Hong Kong, Air Canada Flight 7. Air Canada Flight 7. Okay. Is she gonna go? Will she stay or will she go? Isn't that a song by The Clash? Will I stay or will I go? Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go.
Agenda 7, tower contact departure Air 1 from Mike 9, take off on Mike 26 right. You're ready to put this flight.
Got it. You got it.
Take off on Mike 9, Air Canada 7.
He's cleared.
Contact for push and start, taken.
He's cleared.
Air Canada 306 heavy.
Takeoff lights are on.
Air Canada 306 heavy ground, push back at your discretion.
Excellent.
Back at our discretion, Air Canada 306.
And they're going. They are not staying, they're going. Showtime. Shooing up the runway. The wing flex is coming into effect.
Show 110 ground, push back your discretion. Push back your discretion.
Interesting vortice coming in up above the wing there from the engine pylon. There's a very neat vortice. It only lasted a second or two, but if you scrub back the video, you'll see it. That was very, very neat. Yeah, should I stay or should I go? Okay, JAL is at the gate.
703, the tow ahead will be going under 78, the bypass line.
They're going to start doing their cargo unload. Hello, Noise Bloom. Nice to see you, Noise Bloom. Welcome
Anderson,
to the show.
7-5, tower contact, departure airborne from Mike 9, take off on Mike 263.
They're going to start opening up the cargo doors and start unloading their palletized cargo. Let's have a look at our radar here, see what we've... Oh, hey, I do have something to show you. I'm going to check the radar, but I do want to show you something because I think we've got a little bit of a lull. Give me 1 second. We got a BizJet, and so we can show the BizJet, but I do want to show something kind of neat. So this is really nice to show. Where's our BizJet? There's our BizJet.
Westjet 1774, taxi 268. Westjet 1774, ground on 26 rail, altimeter 3006.
Lear. Very high. Very, very high. Okay, I got something to show you guys. I do have something neat and nice to show. Neat and nice. So, hang on, look at this. So, yes, this is Vancouver Airport's newspaper. It's called the YVR SkyTalk. It's been published for decades, and it's a great little newspaper on all the happenings here at the airport. And I'm amazed that so many airports don't have a community newspaper. I don't think Toronto has one. I don't think Heathrow Airport has one. I have not seen one at Frankfurt Airport. Okay, if they exist, I don't know about them. I haven't seen them available all throughout the airport. So they're hidden. This magazine or newspaper, you can pick it up at various locations at YVR and at many of the shops that are situated here on Sea Island at Vancouver Airport. So it's called YVR SkyTalk. It is free. And as I say, it's got all the local airport news. So they talk about airlines that are coming to serve, what features and new businesses are opening up at YVR. It's basically an all-around great publication promoting all things to do with YVR. So what White Spot, look at this. White Spot is a Vancouver restaurant institution. I believe it was founded in the 1920s. It's a hamburger joint. It's a comfort food restaurant chain, very famous in Vancouver and in the Lower Mainland and now Vancouver Island. And I believe they even have some locations in Alberta. Anyhow, they've just opened up, they've reopened up at YVR. So nice to see. Congratulations to White Spot for opening up at YVR. What else have we got? Well, they're talking about the duty free, which, okay, if you're interested in that. And then we've got Mabuhay. Air Canada launches non-stop service between Vancouver and Manila. So that's right, Air Canada, I think it was last month, started their non-stop Vancouver-Manila service. Hopefully we'll look forward to going on that one day as well. It says Fiji Airways full membership in One World, so congratulations to Fiji Airways. And here is, if I can show it to you, this is the ad for my book that's in this newspaper. I took out an ad, so that's kind of neat. And some more information, and we've got upcoming events and trade symposiums where my thumb is located, such as the Abbotsford Air Show. It's windy, so it's a little bit difficult for me to turn the pages, but let me show you what is on, if I can get this to open properly. This is page 12. They did a write-up, a review of my book. So it says, from Lodestars to Jets, the most extensive photo history of Air Canada TCA ever published. Fantastic. They did a beautiful write-up on the book. So I'd like to thank Joan at YVR SkyTalk. That was so nice of Joan to do this book review, and just nice, you know, she did a really good presentation of what the book is about. Basically, I can read this to you. She says, BC author Henry Tenby presents the most extensive photo history of Air Canada in a limited edition, 288-page volume. And basically, she says that Tenby made it one of his missions to celebrate and document the history of Canada's flag carrier, Air Canada. And she explains it here. At a chance meeting in the mid-1990s, Clayton Glenn introduced his detailed memoir to me, which I've kept in safekeeping for the last 30 years. So she explains that. And she says the result is a lavish 288-page book, all color, well, and some black and white, mostly color. It's a hardcover book, which covers the great history of our national airline, Air Canada. So the book provides many hours of fascinating reading, insight, and revelations, including juicy and revealing stories that will surprise and enlighten even the most well-learned airline historians. So there you go. That's right from YVR SkyTalk. I thought I'd share that with you guys, and it's just a nice feather in the cap to help promote the book. We got another aircraft on the roll. aircraft on the roll. It's a WestJet 37. The wind, I've got the umbrella up on my tripod to protect me from the sun, and just makes it easier for me to film and see the camera. And the wind is picked up, so I've got some Mary Poppins effect going on, so that's why the camera is not as smooth as I would like, just because as I'm panning the camera, the Mary Poppins effect is actually blowing the camera around. So that's what it is, right? It is what it is right now, so that's okay. No worries, no problem. One Av Geek Girl says, yes, White Spot is really good. Oh yeah, they're great for breakfast. I love White Spot breakfast. My family has been going to White Spot for breakfast, well, ever since my dad moved here from London in '57. So yes, my dad, my late father's had been a White Spot fan his entire life, and he loved White Spot breakfasts, and therefore I grew up with White Spot breakfasts. And wow, such a great place. You know, if you're coming to Vancouver and you want to have a nice restaurant, it's White Spot. Definitely recommend it. And thank you very much, One Av Geek Girl, for putting the link into the chat for YVR SkyTalk's website. This is a great publication, and I'd like to support it as much as I can. They just do a very nice job bringing the YVR community together. Okay, let's have a look at our flight radar, see what is happening in the area right now. Oh, we got a heavy coming out of the right now, just sneaking out of the horseshoe in the toothpaste scheme. It's going to Montreal. It's Air Canada flight 306. Looks really nice. Look at that. Oh yeah, fantastic. Beautiful stuff. Vancouver Live Cam says, get the Nat Bailey breakfast. I don't know what that is, Vancouver Live Cam, but it sounds delicious. It sounds delicious. And nice to see you. Welcome to our show, Vancouver Live Cam. Great to see you here. AJ's heading off to get dinner. Yeah, don't want to go without, of course. Ooh, that looks nice. Look at the compression there. Yeah, White Spot's fantastic. They've put their prices up quite a bit. You will have to budget. Well, you have to budget a bit. I mean, I think you probably have to, it's probably, you know, you're not going to find much in the way of meals in Vancouver now for less than $20, plus tax and tip, of course. Tip culture is huge here. So, and 10% is considered not appropriate anymore. So, yes, you're looking at adding at least 25% onto your bill for tax and tip. So the cost of eating out in Vancouver is probably 100% higher than the UK, I would say. Probably 50 to 75% higher than Europe. Very costly to eat out. That's just how it is. I'm sure I've had that Nat Bailey breakfast. Sure, it's just combos, you know, a combo of eggs and toast, hash browns, poached egg. Okay, YXX says Korean Air Cargo's on approach. I think I see it way out there. Yeah, there it is, right there. That's it, way off in the distance. That's Korean Cargo letting down on the south side. Well, thanks for joining us, YXX. I appreciate your being here. Yes, Vancouver Live Cam. I will do a pop-up show at the float base. Maybe even next week. We'll have to see how I feel, what mood I'm in. Yeah, the Korean Cargo is.
Ready to go? We go WestJet 110 from contact departure airborne from Mike 7. Clear takeoff from H26.
Yeah, so there it is. There's the Korean.
In the air, clear takeoff 26 right at Mike 7, WestJet 110. Good day. To the apron. Delta Hotel Golf to the apron. Clear 01.
Korean Cargo is about to touch down, south side.
05 through 09.
Okay. Back to our side of the field.
05 to 09. Thanks, Canada. Nothing traffic.
There's nothing ahead of the Air Canada.
There's an 864 caution.
So there's the Air Canada right there.
Delta, short echo.
We got some heat distortion, obviously, because it's a warmer day. Hello, 259 Miami, mi amigo. I remember going to White Stop breakfast in Vancouver when I was there with my father back in '91. Yes. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's a WestJet sneaking out ahead of the Air Canada. That's what we got.
Is it going in? 112. WestJet 112. Is there delay from Calgary today? WestJet 112, ground. Nothing that I show. Perfect. Thank you. We'll call you later.
Okay, they're rolling. You can see we've got some definite heat distortion as the temperature builds. That's definitely a factor.
Mariner 278 heavy ground. Good day. Taxi via Lima, cross runway 13 Victor, hold short hotel.
Yeah, I see that. That's the wind throwing my umbrella everywhere. So unfortunately, the pans are not as smooth as they were earlier. I'm aware of it. Just so you guys know, I am aware of it. Especially right about here is where the camera gets thrown. So.
From Mike 9, from takeoff from Mike 26 right. Clear takeoff 26 right from Mike 9, Air Canada 306. Air Canada 306. Is that Roger?
306.
Say again, Air Canada 306. I've got you filed as Air Canada 306. Yeah, Air Canada 306. Confirm we're clear for takeoff. Air Canada 306 affirmative. Clear for takeoff runway 26 right. Sorry, a couple of readbacks. It sounds like you're saying 206.
I heard 206.
Okay. No, it's Air Canada 306, and we are clear for takeoff from Mike 9.
Yeah, he said 206. You can scrub it back. The pilot did. He just crossed his wires. So.
Do this one, Roger.
Nice. They got that corrected. It happens. That's why we have readbacks. That is why we have readbacks. They are cleared. There he goes. Vacuum cleaners are on. Dust is airborne.
Air Canada 238 at Mike 9 on wait runway 26 right, delay for wake turbulence.
There will be wake turbulence.
Air Canada 238 now.
we're lucky the wind didn't throw my tripod around. We didn't get any Mary Poppins effect, which was nice. Made for a real nice takeoff. Very nice takeoff, actually. It was great. That was super, actually. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hello, David Andrews. And Juan Carlos Gutierrez. Gary, congratulations. Gary Sue has been a member for 13 months. JetFlix Premium. Thank you so much, Gary, for all your support. It is mega appreciated. Mega, mega. Magic Henry. 2 Magic Henrys, right? 2 Magic Henrys. David's joining us from Panama City, which is wonderful. This is heading to Edmonton, Air Canada 238, A320 rolling. A320. In 1 hour, they're going to be in Edmonton. Very reasonable. Very cool. Okay, Korean Airlines is now going to park in their usual spot. Watch that. Coming in nicely.
Skywest 165 Echo, give away to Embraer BizJet at light. Freshman 6 for Embraer at Tango, can I give away to you? I just said the Embraer at Tango can give away to us, there's 161. Jazz 651, give way to Embraer, they'll come out at Tango. Okay, give way to the Embraer coming out at Tango, Jazz 651.
This is their usual spot, everybody. I think all of our regulars know. This is a regular occurrence here on our show. There's the welcoming committee. There she is, she's arrived. Excellent. KE Cargo. That's right, 1.5 Geek Girl. Regular event here every Thursday. This beautiful Boeing comes in, changes crew, and then off they go to Korea. Lucky Devils. Not a bad livery. Not a bad livery. I think I like the newer one better to myself, Lee. I don't dislike this livery, but I just think I like the newer one better. I mean, it does not get marks for originality, though, because it's very similar to KLM, the new color scheme for Korean. You know, and they've gotten rid of the Pepsi logo. So, yeah, it is what it is, kind of. Blick Fang is saying thank you to who gifted the membership. I think it was Gary Sua who gifted that. Our battery's at 18%, so we're probably going to be changing the battery pretty soon here.
Aircan 341 ground, taxi Victor, hold short hotel, contact ground 12715 Victor.
Yeah, 18%. 70% on battery, so it's going to be pretty soon that we're going to do our battery change. 17%. So I'm babying the battery right now, milking it to the last drop. Those are the US gates there, United Airlines and Air Canada. Those will be most likely flights down to the States. 16% on the battery. We're just washing it. David says, what's the temperature? It's actually, they're calling for high 20s, or I'm sorry, mid 20s today, but it's actually about 19, 18 degrees Celsius right now. It was supposed to get warmer, but I'm gonna say it's about 18 at this point. 18 Celsius, so double it and add 30 to convert to Fahrenheit. So it's about 66 on the Fahrenheit scale for the temperature right now. Something like that would be what I would say the temperature is. So, and we'll have summer starting hopefully very, very soon. We're definitely looking forward to some nice weather. Yeah, not a bad biz jet, that. Not a bad biz jet. Battery's at 14%. So as I said, I'm just milking the last bit of energy out of the battery here. It's coming up on 11:55 local time.
16 down, runway 26 right, altimeter 3006, taxi via Lima, Juliet, hold short, kilo.
This is an arrival. I think he's heading into the horseshoe. Yeah. Going to a gate. Yeah, heading into the horseshoe. They're going to just disappear right there into the horseshoe. Hope you guys are doing well, by the way. It is a beautiful day, David. It is a beautiful day. I'm really comfortable. I'm actually wearing, well, shorts. Short weather, right? I'm wearing my shorts because I don't want to boil out here. But it's not hot, but it is comfortable. It is comfortable. There's a flare.
Area 16, contact ground 1271. Area 16, ground taxi via Juliet, Mike 9. Juliet, Mike 9, sorry.
Yeah, maybe next week we can just try to make a special effort to do our show down at the float base. That might be a nice thing to do. Why not, right? I think we'll do it. Flare, not a bad color scheme. They're I was going to say, are they departing or are they going into the horseshoe? Let's have a look here. I think they're coming towards us, to be honest. So I think they're departing. I think this is a departure, yeah. That's right, the flowers are starting to bloom, Venkman, so true. I think Air Canada does fly to Manchester pretty much every summer, from Toronto anyhow. I think they've been doing that over the last several years, Paula. So we'll have to see if they start that up this year as well, direct Toronto, Manchester. Yeah, it's not a bad color scheme. It obviously has very much has a low cost vibe going on, I'll say. Flare colors. Well, the battery's hanging in there at 11%, so we might as well roll with it. This will be a nice takeoff shot, I think. % on the camera battery here now. We got a takeoff actually. Embraer. Probably heading to Seattle. That's pretty much their domain. Well, this could be Salt Lake maybe. Okay, we still have 9% on our battery. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll do the battery change now because we don't want to miss the flare. So let's do the battery change. Let's just do it. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am doing a battery change. I'm doing a battery change. I'll be back in just a second. We're back. We did the battery change. All good. All good. Again, I'm a little bit out of kilter here on my tripod, so let me just straighten it out just a tad. Maybe that's a bit better. It's a bit better. Okay. Somebody's cleared for takeoff. And I'm trying to figure out who it is. It's Air Canada. No, Flair, Flight 816 actually, heading to Calgary. Flair heading to Calgary. I'm looking for it. There it is. A lot of heat distortion. A lot of heat distortion, but it is what it is. Flare's rolling for Calgary.
203, taxi Delta Hotel Juliet, hold short kilo.
In 1 hour, they will be landing in Calgary. Nice day to fly across the Rockies as well. Very nice day for a flight across the Rockies. Okay.
Pleasure 166, runway 26 right, altimeter 3006, taxi by Echo Delta Hotel, hold, and Juliet, hold short kilo. Echo Delta Hotel, Juliet, hold short kilo,
looking to see what's happening here on the field. Let's have a look down at the US gates. We got a United Airlines 320 pushing back, ready to start engines. Let's see where they're going to. Let's have a look. United Airlines is going to Denver. No, that's Air Canada. Actually, I can't quite find them yet. They're not yet pinging on my radar app. Houston, according to Paula. Thank you, Paula. That's also a good destination for United Airlines, for sure. We got Air Canada from Toronto in the background. 777. Somewhere out there. Yeah, there it is. Through the haze, through the murk.
South to 203, contact down 12715.
Yeah, through the murk.
Good afternoon, South to 203.
Right there. Back to United.
Let's go 203, good afternoon, taxi, Juliet, Mike.
We'll just watch United get going.
Mike,
Paul says they were pinging, then they disappeared. Let's see if they're back. So they've stopped for now. Maybe they'll start their pinging again. Thank you, Owen Flemo, for your kind words. Appreciate it. You can hear the reverse thrust on the airplane landing on the other side.
United 1528, 1528, ground runway 26 right, altimeter 3006, taxi Sierra, Mike 9.
Okay.
Sierra, Mike 9, yeah, 1528.
That's him. United. Cleared. He's got the clearance. He's got the clearance.
Watch 166, contact down 12715. 166.
It's getting warmer now.
Right, correction left. Okay, sorry, ground 166, up, taxi up with Juliet, hold short of kilo. Net 1528, copy.
There goes United.
Net 1528, give way to the beach, 1900 from your left. Give way to the beach, it's 1528. Question 166, round taxi, Juliet, Mike 9.
The beach is here. Well, I see it.
Pasco 203, ground monitor tower 11955.
The beach will come into view here in just a second. You'll see it. Just a minute or so, not even. A few seconds, you'll see the beach taxi into the right side of the frame, and that's what United Airlines is giving way to. There we go. Here's the beach. And once the beach is cleared, then the Airbus can make its way onto the taxiway. Think you can go now?
Again, 109. Yeah, you missed Victor there. You're just going to have to stop. We'll figure out what we're going to do with you. Contact departure airborne from Mike 7. Clear for takeoff from Mike 26, right? Speed canceled. Departure airborne from Mike 7. Clear for takeoff 26, right? Pasco 233.
There's a nice bird fluttering his wings. Just a crow, though. It's nothing spectacular. Just a boring crow. Boring crow. Okay, well, thank you, Lee, for joining us. We'll see you next week. And nice to see your son, Henry. Wishing you guys a very good evening.
K109, unfortunately we're trying to get with airport operators to talk to them because 2 exits in front of you are restricted. Your size doesn't fit on them. Yeah, no worries. Do you know what the width of this runway is?
that was, I wanted to show you the heavy there. Air Canada on the south side, buzzing about.
1528, contact tower 119.55 ready. 1955, 1526. Russia 166 round, monitor tower 119.55. Monitor tower, what's it, 166.
There's the United right there.
Ground United 245, vacating runway 31, joining Victor for Echo 74.
Yeah, 245 down taxi, Victor, Mike popping in the apron.
Victor, Mike popping to the apron, United 245.
Quite a lot of heat distortion down, you know, when we compress down to that end of the runway. Oh yeah, there's the King Air, or not King Air, Beach 1900D.
902 ground, either way up, proceed Juliet.
There's United.
Air Canada 065 ground, taxi via Lima, crossing to 13, Juliet, hold short, kilo. There you go. Yeah, 1528, top, Mike 9, line up runway 26 right, short delay 5 for our separation. Yeah, Mike 9, line up and wait. 26 right, yeah, 1528. Now 109, Roger, well, the rest of the runway is all up to you when you want to start it. Just as when you make the 180, hold short Lima after that. Correction, runway, your discretion for the turn. Your discretion for the turn, we'll shorten the air counter longer now.
So yeah, United is turning on to the active. They're going to be flying down to Houston. I guess that's about a 4-hour flight from Vancouver, something like that. That would be my estimate. So Nick Kiven says, why did they move the incoming traffic to 26 left? Well, they didn't move it today. We have runway construction that's happening for the next several months here at YVR. So during this period of time, they are going to be doing south side arrivals, north side departures. So this is going to be in effect for the next few months. Nick Hiven, that's the situation. It's been like that already for about a month or so, and it's projected to go for another couple months.
Ground, taxi via Delta Echo to Neighbor. Delta Echo to Neighbor.
Next movement from one to the other.
Taxi Juliet Alpha to the apron, Air Canada 064.
Russia 166, contact departure airborne from Mike 9, clear for takeoff from runway 26 right to Mike airborne and clear for takeoff. 26 right, WestJet 166.
Yeah, this is going to Edmonton, 166.
Air Canada 109, contact ground 12715, good night. Air Canada 109, heavy ground taxi, Juliet Charlie to the apron. Juliet Charlie to the apron, Air Canada 109.
So in 1 hour, this aircraft will be landing in Edmonton. That's the plan. Look at this. We got a heavy, look at the ballet here. They're completely synchronized. It's a Boeing ballet. Can you see that? Completely synchronized. So interesting to see that when they do the ballet moves with Boeings. Oh, this guy's going into the gate here. Going into 66. It was beautiful, wasn't it? So beautiful when the jetliners dance with each other. It's kind of neat.
Alright, 2346, contact 12715.
Well, the weather's been great.
Prisoner 2346, ground taxi, Juliet, Mike, Tango to the apron. Juliet, Mike, Tango to the apron. Ground gas 368 is exiting on the hotel. 368 ground, taxi to hotel and golf steep. Hotel golf steep for gas 368.
Well, it's too bad that Lee Davies had to go, because I just got a notification that he purchased a set of the 4 different JetFlix luggage tags. So I guess we'll have to thank him next time on air. But just in case Leah comes back to watch the end of the show, Lee, I want to thank you very much for your support of the channel in purchasing your set of 4 JetFlix luggage tags, the classic airline luggage tags. And we're going to get those mailed to you probably today, maybe tomorrow. Within the next 24 hours, they'll be on their way across the pond to you, Lee. So again, if you're watching this in post, thank you so very much for your support and purchasing those luggage tags. We really appreciate that. Checking flight radar here. Of course, we've got an aircraft being towed down to the hangar. I think this is going to be our next departure. Oh no, this is an arrival. This is an arrival, the Alaska. Landed on the south side. So they're taxiing to the US gate area. Flare in the background. I'm not sure if it's a lander or a takeoff. We'll see. We shall see. Just have a look at here. Flare is from San Francisco. Okay, thank you, Paula, for that. That's inbound from San Fran. At the gate, we have a very nice looking swoop. Doesn't look like it's getting ready to go anywhere anytime soon. Not yet. So again, I'm looking at the flight radar. This is what happens at YVR. We do get these lulls in the action. So hopefully it'll pick up in a little bit. So we'll just be patient. I'm just going to grab a drink of water. Get some, getting a little bit parched. I just don't want to drink too much for obvious reasons, but just a little bit here.
361, grab taxi by Lima to apron.
Okay. Okay. I feel much better having just a little bit of water. You just have to be careful, right? There's no facilities out here, so from where I'm standing, I'm kind of out by my lonesome, so it's funny, there's no aviation enthusiasts camped out here paying respects to the fabulous movements. It's just all me by myself. Yeah, if you flew on Swoop, you should wear something pink, that's right. And if you fly on Air Canada, you'll have to wear like a dark green, kind of black, I will say. But here's one. If you're going to fly in Korean Airlines, would you wear that blue? Not necessarily. It's a bit of a funny looking color. Oh, there's a bird. Is it a neat bird or the crow? Boring crows. We want to see nice birds on our show, not boring crows. There's too many crows. We're too busy counting crows out here. We need eagles, owls, that kind of thing. Hummingbirds. We need the good birds, not the boring crows. Hello, Elmo 1711, joining us from EDLW. Thank you for joining the show, Elmo. It's nice to see you here. Sorry that you're here with a little bit of quiet period on us right now. I hope we could get some action happening on the field for you. There's a Max that just landed on the south side.
Hey, ground from Air Canada 361. I just want to confirm, are you also showing us at 8:30?
I'm scouring the field for activity.
I just want to confirm, you also show us at 8:30? That's right, okay, 30. Thank you.
Air Canada colors are charcoal and red. Oh, I'm looking at the belly of the Air Canada, right? You know, the belly, it's like a very dark green. I don't know, black maybe? Black, green? Okay, Air France is in the house. Right there with an A350 landing. Always nice to have it. Air France, join us. They're going to roll long, I guess. Roll along. We'll let them get a little bit closer. Let's have a look at the U.S. departure area again. See what's happening. There's a couple of airplanes there and a Max. Okay. Yeah. So the Air Canada 37, like the tail,
Hello, 267 vacated via Lima 4. Airplane 374 heavy, ground taxi by Lima, cross runway 13, Victor, hold short, hotel. Lima, we cross runway 13, Victor, holding short, hotel, Air France 374.
Yeah, so like I thought, I'm looking at that, I'm thinking it's like, it looks black, but I'm thinking it's a dark green. I don't know. I don't know what the exact palette is, but
26 right, the altimeter is 3005. Taxi Alpha, runway 13, Echo, hold short, runway 26.
Thank you, Tony. Glad you joined us. You have a good evening. Belly is black on Air Canada. Not okay. It's a black.
Oscar 745, so make sure you got a code of 0062.
EDLW is Dortmund. Okay, Dortmund, Germany. Thank you so much for that, Elmo. And yes, we have Air France in the house. I'm just going to let them get a little bit closer, and then we can have a look at them.
heavy ground, push back your discretion. Air Count 2, there's traffic just inside Juliet Bravo, waiting for crew at 64. Okay.
Air France is behind buildings right now, so I can't.
53, best push third. That's 2452, ground taxi by Alpha Alpha Romeo 28 foot. Juliet Bravo, there's a flyer 37. They're waiting for crew at 64. Company's pushing at 58. Push back your discretion.
So I'm listening to what's going on right now.
Ground Air France 374, good day, holding short hotel. Air France 374, heavy ground taxi, Victor, Mike, hold short, Juliet. Victor, Mike, holding short, Juliet, Air France.
Okay, here comes Air France. Now I can see them. They're coming out from, they're hiding. There they are. We'll be able to see them here in just a second.
American 1415, go push back your discretion.
There we are. Very nice. Yeah, the heat distortion really picked up as the temperature picked up. Nice. What a nice, it's a very elegant looking airplane, the A350. Especially in the Air France livery.
Ground taxi via Victor, hold short a hotel. Victor, hold short hotel. He's too happy to push, so get there for me. We got 1 out.
Okay, we'll get a good view of this. Maybe we'll get a nice screenshot. We'll see. See if we can get a nice screenshot for you guys coming up here. I think we might get a screenshot right about there. That's a nice screenshot for you guys. Screenshot. That's screenshot material. Beautiful. Right there.
We continue Juliet Alpha, 1067 Air France 374. Thank you. Air Count 239, ground taxi, Victor, Kilo,
Okay.
After 745, still nothing on the transponder, just getting the ground radar only. Contact northbound 12715. Alright, 12715, we'll try it again. Sorry about that, 745. Thanks, so you got 0062. Say further. 745. Roger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oscar 745, not yet. Continue taxi.
Air France does have, yeah, I want to have Geek Girl. Air France has a gorgeous color scheme, and it is very elegant. And I agree. I think their uniforms are super nice too. Air France has a very, very nice and elegant uniforms. French design. Kudos to Air France. It's an elegant airplane, elegant logo. This looks very nice. Nice style. Hello, Yosef. Welcome to our show. Yosef would like to fly in an A350. That sounds like a good idea. Yosef? Sounds like a very nice idea. They're going into gate 67 inbound from Paris to Vancouver. Thank you, Venkman.
When you're ready to end, contact tower under 11955. Okay, 11955, ready to end. That's full down. Encore 3130, about to taxi by Gulf.
Got a Beach 1900 taxiing towards us.
Encore 3130, about to taxi by Gulf.
I'd like to thank our moderators here. Thank you so much, all of you, for your help. Here comes our Beach 1900. Right about, yeah, there it is. Central Mountain, or is that Pacific Coastal? That's Pacific Coastal. Hard to tell on my little camera, but yeah, that's Pacific Coastal. As I was setting up here to do the show, a French Air Force Airbus took off right in front of me. I filmed it, and I got a nice clip. So I'll be uploading that clip later today, just for you guys to see. But it was fantastic. It was a smoky takeoff. I think that's what I'm going to caption the video as a smoky takeoff. And he rotated right in front of me. So too bad I wasn't ready to push the show live, but I did get a really nice clip of it. So that's worth uploading. That's worth sharing with you guys.
733 ground pushback, your discretion. Our discretion pushback, United 733. 26 right, the altimeter 3004, taxi by Alpha Romeo. Alpha.
JAL is doing their cargo offload. Absolutely.
Push up 1356, ground traffic pushing at 75, pushback your discretion. Push out discretion, check traffic 75, push 1356. Ground American 1415 ready to take. Oscar 745, tower speed cancels, contact departure airborne from Mike 7, clear for takeoff from Mike 26 right. Speed cancel from Mike 7, clear takeoff 36 right, departure airborne, Mike 745, yeah. Yeah. American 1415, ground runway 26 right, altimeter 3004, taxi Tango, Mike 9. That was all blocked. American 1415, ground runway 26 right, altimeter 3004, taxi Tango, Mike 9. Tango, Mike 9, American 1415. Ground floor, American 112 heavy, 262 ready. American 112 heavy, ground company, Dreamliner's pushing right behind the end of the horseshoe. There's another one at Juliet Bravo in the start sequence. Push back your discretion. Okay, we check traffic and push our discretion at Channel 112.
Okay, Air Canada Heavy's pushing back in the horseshoe. Excellent. Yeah, Air Canada 29 to Peking is heading off the gate now in the horseshoe. We've got 3 heavies coming out right now. Vancouver Incheon, Vancouver Peking, and I think possibly there was maybe another one there too. Well, I think we've got 2 heavies coming out of the horseshoe, Vancouver Incheon and Vancouver Peking. So we'll get 2 heavy departures under our belts. I hope. I think.
That's going to be on Juliet, taxi to Juliet Alpha, short of
American Airlines taxiing out.
Just pushing off your gate now for Skyway 6303. Roger. Taxi 148, ground. American 1415, ground, contact tower 119 or 55 when you're ready at the end. We'll be ready at the end, American 1415. Proceed Hotel, Victor, cross runway 13.
DFW. DFW.
3537 ready to taxi. Encore 3537, ground runway 26 left, altitude 3004. Taxi by Golf Hotel Delta Delta 5. 26 left via Golf Hotel Delta Delta 5, Encore 3537. Pascal 1295, ground contact 12715. 3004, taxi Sierra, Mike 9. Sierra 4. Sierra Mike 9. 733, taxi Sierra, Mike 9.
Well,
Sierra Mike 9. United 73.
Ground Pasco 1295, this is Juliet, what's your kilo?
Pascal 1295, give way to the Dreamliner turning northbound at Juliet Bravo from your right. Caution jet blast behind, taxi Juliet Mike, hold short Sierra.
Juliet, Mike, hold short here after the San Pasco submarine.
Thanks. Let's go to 6303 when you can, on to 72, legal discretion. Alright, when we can, to our discretion of the gates, go 6303.
turning on to the active, and we have a heavy coming out of the Horseshoe right now as well. That's Vancouver to Seoul, Incheon. Flight 63 is coming out of the Horseshoe. It is a Dreamliner, and American Airlines is now on the roll for DFW.
297, ground taxi by Lima to the apron. Lima and Just 297.
Okay, and here we have our Incheon Airport, Korea flight coming out. This is Air Canada Flight 63. I think we've had a really good show. We've pretty much been busy for most of the show, except for the last little bit here at the end. It's been good action for us. Of course, the weather's cooperated. So for that, I'm very grateful. And I'd like to thank all of you guys for being here with us watching the show. Really appreciate all your support. Those of you that made donations to the show, thank you so very much for your donations. I'd like to congratulate those of you that picked up. I'd like to congratulate those of you that picked up the donations as well. Congratulations on picking up your premium memberships through the generosity of those that support the channel financially. Thank you so very much. That's awesome and really much appreciated. Next week, I will give very serious consideration to doing a show from the downtown Vancouver Harbor, just to mix it up, and I know you guys would really like to see that, so I'll do my best. I'll do everything within my power to make that happen for you guys. Seeing if there's anything. There we go. There's our United Airlines. Turning on to the active. Hope you guys have had a really good week. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Thank you, Elmo 1711. There we go, on the roll. Okay, and here we have our Seoul, Korea flight about ready to take off, turning on to the active. I turned the radio off just so I didn't have to compete with it here during the last little bit. Destination is Seoul, Incheon Airport. This should be very nice. Should be a nice one. There's not much delay on the roll either. There they go. Airspeed is alive. Great way to end the show. Really neat way. Style. You can see the vortice coming in above the wing there, above the engine pylon. Neat. Well, we've got one more WestJet actually that's going to go right now, so we'll just grab it. We'll grab it right there. It's turning on to the active. But yeah, I'd like to thank you all for being here. It was a great takeoff. Sorry about that. And there she goes. WestJet is rolling. You've been watching YVR Live on the JetFlix channel. My name is Henry Tenby. Hope you've enjoyed our show as much as I have. Let's go tight. Let's go tight. Okay, it's one. They're doing a heavy now, so we're going to end it on the heavy. We've got one more heavy in the books for today, right there. This heavy is going to, I think, Toronto. No, this is Incheon. I got my heavies mixed up. This is Incheon. They somehow snuck the other one. The other one was actually heading to Peking. So this is Incheon. This is Incheon Airport here. So that is a correction. The 787 that departed about 2 minutes ago was going to China. This one's heading to Korea. Glad we got it. Great way to end the show. Lots of heavy action. Going out with a, a very strong presence here. Look at the speed. That is nice. Love it. Love it. Love it, guys. Okay. Look, we've had an awesome show. I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me here at YVR. My name is Henry Tenby. This is the YVR live show on the JetFlix channel. It's the May 1st sunny day. Wonderful, beautiful, great start to May. Long may the good weather continue. I'll do my very best to do a downtown harbor show next week for you guys. And I look forward to seeing you then. Until then, I'm wishing you all a terrific week ahead. Have a good evening if you're joining us in Europe or the UK. If you're joining us from down under, have a good morning. Those of us in North America, have an awesome day. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. And again, thank you to our mods for all your help. Thanks for the help, everybody. Bye for now.